Hi, it's Caroline here from Swimming to Success and day 4 of Habit Week. What we're going to do today is to think specifically about the emotions that we want to get from our behaviours and the emotions that we actually do get from our behaviours. So let me explain that a little bit more. So when we think about the trigger that we have, so I'm going to use the example that I used yesterday as well, which is I'm going out with my friends. The emotion that I want to have is that I have a good time, I feel happy, I feel part of the gang, and that I feel good about myself, okay? So that's the emotion that I want to have. So then the behaviour, does that actually result in what I'm actually aiming to get or not? Well, yes, it will to start off with. So if I have 1 glass of wine, that's going to raise my dopamine levels, which is going to make me feel better. It just does. So on one hand, you do get a payoff, but the more alcohol you have, the more you have to have in order to keep those dopamine levels topped up. So what we actually end up with is potentially, this is worst case scenario here, is that we have too much alcohol, which leads to a headache, can even lead to us being physically sick, can lead to us oversleeping the next day. It can lead to antisocial behaviour, which means our friends don't want anything to do with us. I can think of one occasion where that's happened. It was not pretty. So it can actually result in something that's not particularly helpful. So this is what I want you to do with your triggers and behaviours, is I want you to identify the emotion you were wanting to feel and then identify the emotion that it actually resulted in, or the result that it actually resulted in. So we can get a really clear picture of what reality looks like for you. And then we can look at what we can do about changing that behaviour in the middle in order to get better outcomes for you. I'll see you tomorrow.